See, we were once two niggas of the same kind, same heart, same mind. You changing up and made me change mine. So into the book, see, you was damn near genius. Maybe depression and stress made you too lazy to see it. You went to college with the hopes to make the fam proud.
What's up, guys? It's CG back, just coming at you with another beat making video. This time it's a song I produced for Trev Rich called EyeSolation Part 1. You might have seen it on 2dopeboys.com and a bunch of other blogs on the internet. If you don't know Trev by name, he was recently featured on Joe Budden's Loose Quarter mixtape, and he's part of Joe's Mood Music Entertainment team. Definitely a real talented artist, so if you haven't heard that song, make sure you check it out. But I want to give you guys a little breakdown of the work that went into the instrumental for that record.
So my last video was the Cicero record that I did in FL Studio, but the record I did with Trev I actually made in Pro Tools, which you can see open right now, and Reason. I did mostly just the drums and the bass. That was about it in Reason, and then all the instruments were done in Pro Tools. So I'll just run this, run through it real quick, let you guys hear it, and then I'll play the instrumental at the end of the video again, and that way you can have a more detailed listen and higher quality as well. And that's basically the track right there. It's not your simple 4-bar pattern. Basically, the track was originally built around an acapella that I made for a remix contest, which was Tito Lopez's song The Blues. If you haven't heard my remix of it, you can check it out on my YouTube or SoundCloud page. I recommend checking it out. I've gotten a lot of great feedback on it. And if you haven't heard the original song, I highly suggest you check that out. Tito is a very talented artist. He signed to Capitol Records. But anyway, back to the beat. Really, the way this track started was with the main piano melody, and everything else kind of came into place from there. So this is what I came up with first, just that little 4-bar melody right there. That's basically where everything started. I was able to build everything on top of that. Everything else just kind of came naturally after that. So from there, what I did was I layered up the piano to beef it up a little bit. Just give it a little more power. And I always wanted to add kind of like organ falls, so what I did was I just literally ran my hands up and down the keyboard as it sounds right there. That is all played. There's no samples on this track. This is all original composition. After I got that 4-bar melody in place, and from there everything kind of fell into place, I started building the drums up a little bit, so I'll let you hear how that started without the pianos. And I really, once I kind of saw this was coming out more on a soulful vibe, I wanted the clap to almost sound as if it was live, like you could almost hear it building up from the silence. So give you a little taste of what I mean. And I mean, it's such a simple drum line right there. It's really nothing complicated. I think a lot more work really went into the instruments. Then I added a bass line. Also very simple, just to kind of help give in, you know, the fill of that bottom. And then I added in some shakers on top of there. So that's the full drum line right there. And then after that, I was able to build a chorus. That kind of came last. It's the more melodic part. So after the intro got kind of worked out, this being more of like an intro to the chorus, you only hear it on the intro of the song, and if you hear Tito Lopez's song The Blues, you'll know exactly why I created that little section. This is the first part of what I had designated as the chorus. Trev kind of turned the record into more of this really dope conversation he has with himself. It's really cool how he did it. And then I took these brass melodies, like a synthesized brass, and I layered it with a acoustic brass, so you could hear that right here. And I almost felt like that gave it like this soulful 90s Biggie sound to the track. That was one of my favorite parts of this record, aside from the piano melody. And I mean, from there I just kept it pretty simple. You know, at some points the organs come in and out, the pianos change up on the chorus. You know, I tried not to do it too much to confuse the listener or an artist I would send it to. There, you see, there's the organ. And, you know, played around with the piano a little bit, pitching it up and down, and that's basically the whole track, guys. So that's the instrumental for Isolation Part 1 by Trev Rich, produced by yours truly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for tuning in and supporting. And, you know, next time I lock in another placement, I'll put up another video like this one. Thanks again.
This is gonna be good.